5 Things You Didn't Know About Paul Anderson. Welcome back to the seedy underworld of the Peaky Blinders. The smashing hit drama series created by Stephen Knight has delighted fans all over the world. It takes no time to warm up to the tough fellows and ladies that make up the roughest mob family in the UK, with Paul Anderson portraying Arthur Shelby. For devoted followers of the show, we have good news and bad news. Good news first, the Shelby family will return for a 6th season, maybe at the end of 2021 or perhaps early 2022. The bad news? That season will be its last one, detailing what becomes of the family after they make their move to the US and expand their power. But we wouldn't leave you on such a sad note. Cheer up, there is more good news. As it turns out, Knight had projected Peaky Blinders to last 7 seasons, but he will most likely be turning the 7th season to be into an actual movie for the big screen. And even after that, the show's cast and crew are in talks to produce a sequel drama series that will deal with the younger members of the Birmingham gang. We have to say it's pretty hard not to see the glass half full. Considering that the original Shelby brothers might not be with us forever, we should enjoy them while we can. We have already gone over the life and works of Tommy Shelby himself, renowned actor Cillian Murphy. If you haven't seen our video on him yet, don't worry, we'll wait for you right here while you go and catch up. In any case, the show would not be the same without Arthur effing Shelby. This dim-witted but ruthless mobster has become a fan favorite, thanks in no small part to Paul Anderson's terrifying performance. While the English actor, also known for his roles as Anderson in The Revenant, Albert Donahue in Legend, or Colonel Sebastian Moran in Sherlock Holmes' A Game of Shadows, blasts his way to the top of the show business world. Let us introduce you to the man behind the fist. Keep watching to find out 6 things you probably didn't know about Paul Anderson. While you're getting your daily dose of Peaky Blinders infotainment, don't forget to click on the like and subscribe buttons. We've got way more content coming, so make sure you also hit the bell icon to get a notification every time we upload a new video. All the latest news on your favorite TV, film, and music stars is a couple of clicks away. Number 5. He didn't get the Tommy role because of his bad accent. It's almost impossible to imagine Arthur Shelby being played by any actor other than South Londoner Paul Anderson. That makes it even more surprising to know that, when he got the chance to audition for Peaky Blinders, he didn't do it for the character he has become beloved for. In his first meeting with Otto Bathurst, director of the first season, they actually discussed the role of Tommy Shelby. The main problem was that Paul's Birmingham accent wasn't convincing enough yet, but that didn't deter him from trying his best shot at it. Although the meeting went well, Paul wasn't what they were looking for, and they offered the role of Tommy to legend Cillian Murphy. Anderson was relieved that at least he was losing the role to an actor he admired. Luckily though, it was Murphy himself who brought the good news. They had decided to give Paul the part of Arthur. At first it might have looked like he only accepted the role because he wanted to be a part of the show, but as anyone who has watched Arthur Shelby in action will confirm, he did far more with the role than just going along with it. Number 4. He worked as a ticket scalper and wanted to be a singer. Before Paul Anderson became the beast of an actor that he is nowadays, he had a wealth of experiences that informed his latter performances. His main job, in fact, had a criminal element to it. Although not nearly as glamorous as the wrongdoings of the Peaky Blinders, Paul worked as a ticket scalper for a few years, and he claims to have absolutely loved the job. The shady practice earned him quite a bit of money, although his main complaint about it was that it didn't let him unleash his creative talents. That doesn't mean that he already had dreams of becoming an actor. Acting was still as far from his mind as any regular job of the policeman or fireman types. What Anderson really wanted to be is a lead singer for a band. We can easily picture him belting his heart out on stage with the raw energy he brings to his performance, but we're really glad that he ended up deciding to try his hand at acting. At least we know he's in good company on Peaky Blinders. His colleague Cillian Murphy is a rock musician and fellow music lover, so we look forward to any musical side projects they may want to take on the road. Number 3. He started acting late in life after a dramatic conversation. Despite his amazing talents, Paul claims that acting never was an option for him until much later in life. No one had told him he could become an artist or an actor if he set his mind to it, so he settled for the odd jobs here and there. Only in his late 20s, he started mulling over the idea of becoming an actor. He had a conversation with a drama school teacher that made him realize that he could work to turn a hobby of his into a passion. However, he did not get an agent right away or just start auditioning for roles. He decided to hone his craft for a few years at the Webber Douglas Academy of Dramatic Art. Obviously, his fellow students were around 10 years younger than he was, which must have made him feel a bit weird. Nevertheless, Anderson quickly found out that his life experiences helped him give better performances. Now you know where Arthur's menacing stares come from. Paul, who has been romantically linked to jewelry designer Stephanie Clark, has probably seen some real-life stuff. Number 2. He is friends with Cillian Murphy, stranded and hungry. Given that in Peaky Blinders, Tommy and Arthur Shelby are brothers and partners in crime, it's only natural that the actors playing them should be close too. As we've seen, Cillian and Paul have a few things in common. They both auditioned for the role of Tommy, and they're both rock fans. It still doesn't guarantee a friendship for the ages, but it seems like the Irish and the English actors do get along well off screen. So well, in fact, that Paul remembers fondly his foray into the big screen along with Murphy. They both co-starred in the film In the Heart of the Sea, in which most of the main action takes place on a boat stranded in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. The conditions of the shooting were tough. They both had to go hungry for a while to replicate the characters' starving bodies, and as you can imagine, the boat was not exactly comfortable to spend hours in. Even so, they enjoyed each other's company enough to crack jokes all the time. At times, they would start using Birmingham accents and call each other by their Peaky Blinders names, wondering what the hell Arthur and Tommy were doing in the middle of the sea. We might have liked the movie even more if it had been part of the Peaky Blinders canon. Number 1. His brother Andy is his brutally honest script judge. Paul Anderson might be close friends with Cillian Murphy, but he has a different go-to person in his day-to-day life. As he explained in an interview, his older brother Andy has a big say in the roles he accepts. Paul has a habit of sending him the scripts he gets offered, and Andy seems to speak his mind directly and candidly. His brother's opinions also apply to the quality of Paul's performances. Whenever the Pets, barbecue, tattoo, and Tottenham Hotspur's loving actor plays a role, he can already sense whether bro will like it or not. Although Andy can be brutally honest, his dogmatic attitude helps Paul stay committed and try to give his absolute best in any part he accepts. And given what we've seen from Arthur Shelby on Peaky Blinders, he's doing a pretty good job. It seems like as a Shelby and an Anderson, brotherly love is an essential part of Paul's life. Well, that's our video on Arthur F. Shelby, acting revelation Paul Anderson. You want to share some more facts? Go ahead and impress everybody in the comments section. And remember, if you enjoy our content, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel.
By order of the Peaky Blinders.
Also, don't forget to hit the bell icon to get a notification every time we update it. It is the best way to stay up to date on the latest news and facts about your favorite TV and film stars. Thanks for watching, and see you soon!